Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to MLB Baseball right here on youtube.com/SeanOsaurusRex. My name is Sean, and every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can catch a new game of Mariners baseball. We're playing day and date with the Mariners season, and hey, look who we get to see. We get to see the Cleveland Guardians, who we just saw a week ago for a 4-game set in which we went 3-1 against them. We're coming off a pretty rough game a couple days ago against the Los Angeles Angels. We amassed 15 hits, but could only push across 1 run. Our losses have been kind of not great. We've been winning the close games, which has been positive. The game you can't see is a bit of a misnomer. We were down by like 6, and I just didn't manage it correctly to give myself a better shot at winning that game. So though it is a 7-5 loss, it's a much more distant loss than it appears on paper. But we bounced back from the last loss. We'll hope to bounce back from our most recent loss in today's game. We're going to be off to Chicago after this, which is pretty exciting. I don't think we've played the Cubs in the regular season ever in this series. I know we've played them as like part of the spring training I did last year because Baez was the cover athlete, so I was doing I'd play as the Mariners and then they'd be the cover athlete. So there has been a game against Chicago, but that was a preseason thing that I was doing. So regular season baseball in Wrigley Field, that'll be pretty exciting. Let's head on over to Cleveland, where we have Logan Gilbert. He's 0-1 for us with a 6.75 ERA. He's taking on Cal Quantrill. I said his name with too much enunciation last time. Too many syllables. He's 1-0, but has a 7.50 ERA. I believe these two starters were the loss. They were, yes. So we saw them in game 3 of 4 last time. We see them in game 1 this time around. We'll see if we can perform a little bit better. Here's a quick look at the standings. We're a game and a half ahead of everyone else at 5-2. Let's jump in here. Unfortunately, the Mariners still don't have any sort of city uniform look, which is kind of disappointing, but whatever. We can go with the road. And we go with the road navy blue. I'm not a big fan of it, but whatever. Progressive Field, that is where we are going. Hybrid show theme. Huh. Interesting. Oh, it must be because it's the Guardians home opener? Maybe? Alright, let's get this lineup figured out. It's a left-handed pitcher. Alright, we are in a good spot. We got a couple of star players here. I like having Rodriguez lead off, but I don't know if that's a good thing. I love Wong in this 4th spot, the cleanup spot. I'm a big fan of that. France, he's got good contact and good power against, I don't know if I love him in the 3rd spot with that speed, especially when you have Teoscar Hernandez. Let's put Hernandez 2nd there, and see if we can maybe get just a little more speed at the top of this order. Let's do that, and then maybe we can put Crawford down just a little bit. I love him. I love JP Crawford. Big fan. But if we kind of maybe try and build some speed here at the bottom. I mean, either way, anyone behind Ty France is going to get held up with Ty France. I moved some stuff around, so if it looks a little bit wonky, that's why. I like this lineup. I'm going to flip Hernandez and Haggerty. And then hopefully Wong can come through. Or is that maybe a good spot for... Who's got good... France? I mean, the contact versus lefties. Francis is slightly better. Let's flip those two. Give it a little bit more contact. It's a bit of an increase in power. Okay, we'll go with that. That feels pretty good. A little behind the scenes note for you. I have not played this game in a while. Today is the first time I've played it since probably a week ago. So it might be a little bit of a rough start, but hopefully we'll dial it in pretty quickly. Made a quick trip over to Seattle. Had some fun. And yeah, looks like we're getting a specialty opening here. There was a 9 GB update that came out today. But they still have, I think, an unobtainable achievement because they haven't put any of the moments in.
Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking.
I did actually go through and do some achievement hunting in this game in Seattle. So, I don't know. I was like just hanging out, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pick up some achievements. Ooh, we get that fancy graphic here. 1, 2, 3. Wait, hold on, see if it pauses for a second. There it goes. Oh, it paused a lot longer than I thought it would.
With you. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Today is a celebration. It is the beginning of a new year, and there's no other game like this one on the schedule. It's the first time playing inside your home stadium with your brand new teammates, and you know the fans are going to bring the energy. The excitement is already building in here.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Are we excited? Are we ready?
Set now. And today's starter,
here is our starter.
What's the word on him?
Well, this guy's so elusive. Last year took the loss in one game. You talk about a
what the hell?
But just unreal
that's
that the odds and the numbers compare out that way, no matter how good you are. But that's the kind of season he had last year, and I'm sure they're
that was weird.
They
was not expecting that.
All
right, hitting difficulties at rookie. We're looking at a 3-pitch pitcher here. 4-seam fastball that tops out at 95, a slider at 85, a curveball at 80.
To kick the pitch. Julio Rodriguez.
And there's a little slider inside. Okay, we are off and running. I did tweak some of the video settings, and I did update OBS. Hopefully it won't have as much of a stuttering problem. I forget exactly when that happened, but it was a bit of an issue in some of the videos I was making. I think it was more spring training. Maybe I've already mentioned that. It's been a long week, honestly. Been a good one.
He swings and hits a fly
ball
in center field.
Darn it. If I'm looking a little higher in the zone, that's probably crushed. At least into the gap for a double. I feel like that top of the wall over in the left field area has gotten me before. Power 74.
And there's a foul ball.
Late on that one. Okay. Where's he going here? Outside. Look at that. Good take right there, huh? It's probably a little bit weird, but I have been really excited to play all of the different teams in MLB The Show. As a person, like, granted, I'm a small sector of MLB The Show players playing, entire franchise mode seasons. But, like, man, is it boring to play the Astros and the Athletics.
Well, he wasn't
and the
with 2 strikes. I think
Astros, Athletics, Angels, and
he got the job done right there.
Rangers like 80 times a year. Oh, you're cutting that down to like 50? Oh, fantastic. All right. Haggerty with a nice single there. Oh, that was a waste. Absolute waste. I put him in that spot specifically for his speed. Oh, he was way up in the zone.
So up next,
okay. Ty France. Ty France has no speed, but he has some... God, he has 99 power.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Ooh, that's a nice slider. I was definitely looking up in the zone here.
A 34th round pick in 2015 out of San Diego State, and in 2022 he was an all-star. Swing and a ball popped up, and it falls.
That'll get him first to third.
To third, he's in there.
Oh, that was a lot closer than I thought. Oh my goodness.
When you get back to the dugout. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Colton Wong up to hit. He went 1 for 5 back on Wednesday. Ball 1, no strikes.
See if we can maybe get a little slider and try and poke it through.
Haggerty at third. France.
I'd love to drive something right back up the middle because I don't think there's anybody back there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Gonzalez trying to get there. Makes a nice running catch.
Yuck.
And that is that.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
Mariners leave a couple, and now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're dialed into the show.
Couple of hits, but not able to push anything across. That is a bit of an issue with me. The Hernandez hit was the worst. That was really bad.
Our starting pitcher in this one,
Logan Gilbert's 0-1 in one start. 6.75 ERA, 5.1 innings pitched to give up 8 hits. Struck out 7 somehow, but still a whip of 1.50. So he's pitching from the stretch a lot. It's been an issue. I have not been as consistent pitching as I would like to be.
So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement.
Okay, that's
He's got
fine.
good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce.
Thank
Throws
you.
to first, and a quick out number
Appreciate
1.
it, Colton.
The left fielder,
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Good contact guy, good defender.
Crawford?
That's a
No,
base hit out
nothing.
into left center field.
Crawford just a couple steps too far to his left. No problem. That's what MLB wants.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you gotta make them pay.
Did he really split the zone down the middle? That was a decently located pitch.
Man at first,
I
stepping
am
up for the
okay with that.
Guardians. Jose Ramirez.
Not happy, but
he was
I'm
1
okay
for 4
with it.
back on Wednesday. Out to short,
Oh my God.
and it gets by him. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Josh Bell at the plate now.
Back-to-back hits in the exact same spot. This lineup is a freaking nightmare, and I don't have...
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Suarez makes the grab for the second out.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice
I don't have the
ride
pitching
up the
staff
zone
to, like,
there. Hitter
give
looked
myself
like he
the
was on it,
advantage.
but
I
I
only
think
have
that
one
velocity
left-handed
at the end
pitcher.
just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
There we go,
Josh
that's
Naylor
nice.
in the box now. Takes strike 1. Hot shot to third. Loves it on the dive. Fires to first.
Suarez,
Nicely
let's
done
go!
for the out.
All right. Couple of hits for each team, but the defenses hold.
Hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Thank you. It's a little tip of the cap there. TOTC.
Welcome back. New inning getting started. A.J. Pollock at the dish.
A.J. Pollock.
Pollock is a 435 hitter. Oh, okay.
Here comes a pitch. This one high in the air to left center.
Oh, that was...
No trouble here.
Oh, that was
a
a...
out. And there's one
Dang it.
away.
Batting seventh, the third baseman,
Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And there's the
That's
strike.
fine. That's fine. Power against lefties is 80 for Suarez.
High
Damn it.
fly ball
My
out into left
curveball
center
hung
field.
up there.
Valera
Gross.
after it. He's got it. And a couple of quick outs.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down.
Here he is.
He's
our guy.
You got to make him uncomfortable.
JP Crawford.
Out of the box, call timeout, do whatever
16
it takes.
pitches. And it's not terrible for me. I know that, like,
JP Crawford
probably, oh, that's a
box
dot.
with 2
In the grand scheme of things, 16 pitches through almost 2 innings, probably not great, but for me, it's graded on a curve. Oh my God.
If he finds himself in a tough situation early, just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That one misses. Going to count 1 and 2.
It's a good take.
2
Nothing?
outs.
No sliders? Oh, darn it. Really late on that one.
Brings it in, and that's the inning.
I didn't anticipate him to just go
Down to the
fastballs.
bottom of the second. We're
1,
tied.
2, 3, 4.
0-0.
Ooh, I like this little graphic here. That's kind of fun.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez.
Oscar Gonzalez.
Gilbert back to work.
Oh my
off. He was
goodness.
late.
Are you serious? That's where that slider went?
0-1. Good eye right there. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder if Rusty is his actual name or just a nickname.
Yeah, no clue. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. And that just misses.
Come on.
Anyways, Rusty's got a good zone, very good on the corners of the plate, but he'll give pitchers a little bit above the letters and below the knees if they're earning it.
Tap back to the mound.
Oh, wow. It's a good thing I held on to that.
Fires to first on the run.
Beautiful play by JP Crawford. Let's
Guys
go.
at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box.
I went to Seattle, and I was going to buy a Mariners jersey with the All-Star patch because I thought that'd be fun. And the guy was like, yeah, that's like 160. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my gosh. Not today.
And
Thank you,
now
though.
it's Ahmed Rosario.
Oh
There's the
my
strike.
goodness. I wanted a Crawford. I was looking for a JP Crawford All-Star game jersey.
On the ground right side. Wong collects. Fires
I don't think you can get them online. I've like checked Fanatics and they just don't seem to have them.
Here's the center
I did
fielder,
get a
George
beautiful
Valera.
Mariner Moose enamel pin, so that was exciting.
That one's in there, 0-1. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Next offering is in
I
for
love
a
it.
strike.
Love how
I love
vocal
it.
the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Double up, just a little bit higher.
0-2 now.
Not that high.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
That misses. Now 2-2.
Okay, losing it here a little bit.
And that one hit to first.
I do not. I don't know if it like Gilbert doesn't have a very high control rating or if it's more on me, but
with no score.
these are consistently not going where I want them to. And with this pitching staff,
Back now at
I think
Progressive
it's
Field. Now it's Tom Murphy.
I think I got to get 5 innings out of these
It feels
starters
like we
on
might
a
be
regular
heading
basis.
towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
umpiring
that's
crew
not
are going
good.
to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game. And the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
And the 0-1. In the air
Oh,
out to center.
he's
Valera
committed to that top part of the zone, and I'm
puts
not
it away
adjusting
for
to
the
it.
out. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And that'll get down for a
Of course, right as I said that,
oh
here's a potential rain delay problem. I might just go with another starter.
No messing around right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now Sam Haggerty in there.
Barry went low. I don't anticipate him staying low in the zone like that.
Second in today's lineup, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. The pitch. Swing and a ball popped up, and that'll fall
Gonna
for
be able
a
to get
base
around.
hit. Lead runner makes the turn at
Well, he didn't come up with he didn't come up popping like he did last time. I thought about it. I saw how close that other play was, and I was like, "Ooh, is this a gamble that I want to take?" Turns out, yes.
One away, runners at first and third. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. He's over.
Last time he was way up in the zone.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Quan makes the play. Runner tagging from third. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. On the board.
I liked that gamble with him regardless. 99 speed. Let's go.
Don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Ty France up next for the Mariners.
Really good piece of hitting last time.
Really early on
the
that,
opposite field.
Hernandez has seen 2 pitches.
On the ground.
Oh, that curveball dove on me. Oh, I thought it was going to be a beautiful.
Is that?
Ah,
They get a run on 2
That's all right.
hits, no errors, and a man left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Mariners 1 and the Guardians.
it was a good hit with Hernandez, even though it was the first pitch of the at-bat. Way too aggressive with Ty France there.
So now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. The wind of the pitch. To the right side. France gloves it. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, the second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Andres Jimenez. Hard grounder into the outfield.
Oh, that was a really late dive. He wasn't going to get there anyway.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. 1 for 1 with a single so far. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Stephen Kwan pretty active on the bases, and not surprising, his favorite players growing up were 2 really good base runners, Ichiro Suzuki and Dave Roberts. And the righty deals. Good eye right there. And there's a ball.
Come on.
Straighten him up a little bit.
These fastballs are not going where I want them to.
And he walked him.
Wow. Gilbert, what are we doing, man?
Wasn't even much to think about.
The third baseman,
Now it's Jose Ramirez. And that's in there for strike 1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Check swing, but he went too far.
Too fast. Okay. I was trying to adjust there. Did not work.
Just
Oh,
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
The 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Jimenez at second. Kwan over at first with 1 away. Fly ball down the right field line. This one's got a chance. Home run.
ooh.
Jose Ramirez bops one out. Just like that, they move in front. It's 3-1.
Huh. The fastball is just not where I need it to be today. I'm going to be very interested to see where that pitch was. I thought it was in a pretty good spot.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't
Nope, it was not. It was over the fucking heart of the plate. Gilbert, what are we doing, man? Oh my fucking God.
One down. Here's Josh Bell.
Jesus.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single. Man at first with one gone. Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Naylor, 25 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2015.
There's a good 12-6 curve right there.
The pitch. That one fouled off.
I was really worried about giving up a home run to Ramirez, and as soon as I was gonna say it, I
Really good
was
take.
trying to dot that fastball up here and just did not.
And that one hit 97 on the gun.
No, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that
just
backwards
didn't.
K right there.
Damn it,
They
didn't
saw it
execute.
all the way, coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And up next for Cleveland, Oscar Gonzalez. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Jeez. What are we doing?
Out front with the swing, and that is strike one. That clips a corner.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Hit hard, base hit.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Maybe a little out front of the pitch right there, but he squared it up pretty good, and he kept it inside the line. And just a really nice job on the other side by the defense to hold that to a long single.
And the batter now, Ahmed Rosario. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second. In the air, left field. Pollock has this one sized up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But the big blow of the inning comes right here.
Damn.
A 3-run homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
We have we have a lot of time, all kinds of time here.
And welcome back. All set for the start of the inning. Now, Colton Wong. The big lefty turns, kicks, deals.
Ooh, slider up high in the zone. Gross.
Some runs across. This is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That misses. And the count 1-2.
Not even really trying to run up the pitch count. I'm just anticipating
just missed.
That right there. Lefty, low and outside.
Line drive, caught.
Come on. Are you serious? Perfect out.
Now the left fielder, A.J. Pollock. Next offering is down low, and that's ball 1. There's the strike. The pitch. That one missed. In the air, right field. Gonzalez moves under this one. And there's 2 down.
He has not been consistently low in this zone like that. There was no reason for me to commit to that
outfield playing
spot.
very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. This one smacked out to left center.
Perfect, perfect.
And a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Oh, thank God that throw was so far off.
With a 2-out double.
Suarez only has 28 speed. I did not realize that when I told him to turn the corner. He got about halfway between first and second when I glanced up there and went, uh-oh. This was a dice roll that I did not realize was a dice roll. Not a bad throw back in. Hey, look at that. Perfect, perfect.
That one the other way. Rosario.
Fuck.
Tosses to first, and that will end the inning.
Too excited, too aggressive. We have 5 hits. We've only pushed 1 across. We're leaving way too many men on base. I mean, even with Suarez's 28 speed, he was still able to get, if you could poke something in that similar location, that he was able to get that double, you can get him around, cut this to a 1-run game.
The center fielder,
Gilbert back to work. Swing and a ball lifted left
Lord
field.
almighty.
Pollock hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Almost
So we're sitting at what?
To the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
44.
At the plate now. Grounded out his first time up.
We might be able to save this outing if...
Pitch misses there. And that is ball
Not
1.
that.
You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well.
God, oh, beautiful. What I was going to say is if I can get a clean inning here with like a low pitch count through it, we might be able to get through 5, maybe 6. Also looks like maybe the rain has lightened up a little bit. A bullpen game is not going to benefit me a lot, especially because this is the first game of a 6-game road trip. Yep.
That's in there.
That's not good news for me, like, at all.
I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special when you see the best.
There we go. Okay, that was a pretty reasonable pitch count there, maybe 10.
And no one left. On to the top of the 5th we go. Guardians 3 and the Mariners 1.
I mean, so far it's just 1 mistake pitch, 1 bad walk, and then a mistake pitch to the following batter.
Here in Cleveland,
we have time.
5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Tom Murphy. And here it comes. Line
That
drive,
I
base
thought was
hit.
going to be another.
And that turns the lineup over. Around first, digging for 2.
Thank God the throw was offline.
Pulls him off the bag.
Hey, spoiler alert. Real bad idea.
Sheesh. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good
I thought
play
Ramirez
Zach
was going to
Bass
get
give us
that.
The details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about
all right. Here we go.
generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Next to hit, Julio
That's fine.
Rodriguez.
Take that. That's not what I'm looking for.
On the ground to the left. Toss to Naylor. 1 away here in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice
That was a
job
good
keeping the ball
curveball.
out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Line drive, base hit.
That is a little more what I was looking for. The curveball just a little more up in the zone.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Mariners.
See if he goes back to that. No. Too excited. Too excited. Too excited.
On third, Haggerty at first. One gone.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Next off.
Ooh, that was
That
closer than I realized it would be. Should be a 3-0 count right now. Gross. Should have been a walk. That was a 4-pitch walk right there. And instead it is a 1-2 count because I can't stop pushing the button. Please, sir.
Keep the at-bat alive.
Next offering misses. It's 2-2.
That's a really
He hasn't hit the
good take.
goddamn zone.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Valera moving under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags from third.
Tag.
He scores.
Okay, all right, okay. There we go. Little sack fly action.
There you go.
I think
Nice
that's
little
Hernandez's
RBI
second
there.
ribby.
It's a great at-bat. Got the job done.
He's coming through.
So now it's the Mariner cleanup hitter, Ty France, 1 for 2.
That is such a good hit.
Pitch out. No action.
I pulled all my fingers. I was like holding like this and just like, don't hit any buttons.
And that one fouled off.
Ooh. Just early on it. Frick.
And he deals.
Oh, darn.
Rosario. They take the force out. That's the third out.
It's taken so much
One
effort for us to get
to
get these runners around, and that's pretty worrying. But hey, positives, right? Moral victories. Okay, we're gonna take them. Hernandez has been great.
Here's the left fielder.
2 sacrifice flies at this point.
And the pitch. And he pumps in a strike. Stephen Kwan
So
is making a
51
name for
pitches
himself.
going into
He
this
won the
inning.
College World Series
All right, that's
playing
fine.
at Oregon State. He played along with Adley Rutschman and Nick Madrigal, and he took home a Gold Glove his first year in the majors, 2022.
We're talking about a guy who makes great contact. Hard to throw it past him. He does not swing and miss very often.
And that one gets down, fair ball. So a man on base.
If that's a
to
better
start
throw, I
the
think I
inning.
get him
The
out.
throw to second is offline.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen.
I don't have anybody up in the bullpen. Who's my small? It's a 51.
Ramirez
Yeah,
stands in
that,
here.
for whatever
Takes
reason,
ball
that did not
1-0.
seem like it was running very well. He has like really good energy and everything, and I just can't. You can't pitch in a consistent manner with him.
No outs. Runner on second. And a swing and a miss there.
Ugh. I would have been very upset if I had. God damn it! What the fuck is that pitch? Suarez does not have the speed to get over there. I think I want to just keep throwing him low here on him. I got burned that last time. Unless I can try and get it up.
The 1-2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would probably just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter. That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time.
That one's on me. It moved to the left that time, and it threw me off.
Mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell.
It's just unfortunate that we got the first run in the third inning, and then we gave up a 3-run home run, and now we are in danger of scoring another run and giving up more runs.
He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning, and off to a shaky start. Falling behind 2-1.
I fucking hate the circle change.
2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
No outs. Runners at first and third.
Got him. Okay, that's a huge strikeout right there. Normally, I'm not always the biggest fan of the strikeout with the double play in action. When there's a runner on third, it changes a little bit. If I can get Naylor here to ground out for a double play, get out of this inning unscathed.
And he takes a strike.
Came in thinking I had a freaking chance to looking okay, but nope.
Off the mark there, and now it's even 1-1.
Kind of wish he had a cutter.
And another ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That was bad.
Misses, and that's ball 3.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Right side. Hernandez ranging after it. He's there. Yeah. He's got it. Runner tagging and heading for home. He scores on the sac fly. It's 4-2.
Can they use that sound effect? That's a Mario sound effect. Hello?
Barrel it up enough to really drive it.
You see how small that green spot was? Like, oh my god.
So in now for Cleveland, Oscar Gonzalez.
And how big is that error that I committed earlier in this game, or in this inning? That would have been out number 3.
That's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
On to France. That ends the frame.
That's okay. That's all right. Could have been worse damage. Probably should have been no damage.
Guardians 4 and the Mariners 2.
I'm really racking up the errors here in this early in this season. Been better about them lately, and I've been really good about adjusting to it and making sure that, like, past that 3rd inning hasn't really been much of a factor.
Wong in his 10th season, 32 years old, and he's a former National League Gold Glover. Kicks and fires.
Good for you, man.
Bounced up the middle.
Colton Wong just,
and it's through for a hit. Off to a good start.
10 years in the majors. Let's go. Stay, everybody stay. Everybody chill. All right.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
A.J. Pollock up next for the Mariners. First pitch just misses.
This guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
On the inside corner for a strike.
That's fine.
Activity
That's fine.
in the bullpen.
No problem.
Appears to be getting loose. Stephan getting loose as well. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, pulls him off.
Oh, he pulled him off the bag. Oh my goodness. Okay.
With getting one, and even though these guys work on these plays during batting practice over and over again, sometimes at game speed you can still mess it up. Could have been 2 outs. Instead, they get nothing.
Eugenio Suarez up next for the Mariners. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Laser base hit. Runner around third. He'll score.
Just take one, take one, take one.
Well done. Drives in the run. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
I wanted to
Absolutely smoked that ball.
blast that one out of the stadium. Just take one.
The dugout now.
Okay.
He will make a move
All right.
to dip into the Guardians bullpen.
Hey, this is good. This is good. Probably should bring in my other, my next pitcher. What are we in, the 6th?
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever.
Cleveland's going to bring on Eli Morgan.
A chance at his first save of the year.
What? It's a save situation, all right. 4 games, 6 innings, no ERA, low batting averages, or at least fairly even batting averages between righties and lefties. 5 strikeouts, no walks. 4-seam at 94, circle change at 78, slider at something. 86, I think. And just like that, he'll drive in a run. J.P. motherfucking Crawford, let's go! Tie game, baby, let's go!
With the RBI single, that was big. It kind of muscled that one out there. Didn't get the barrel with it, but the important part was that he found a way to stay through the baseball and just drop it into center field.
First and second, no outs. So here's Murphy now.
Okay, settle down here.
And a good fastball to
That
start
would have
him
been
off.
a good one to rip on. Holy shit.
And that one
That's a good take.
low.
It's a good take.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
And up next for Seattle.
That was a
Julio
perfect I thought it was going to be an out.
Swing and a miss.
He left that first fastball over the middle.
What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
The 0-2. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Closer than I realized.
Is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Valera moving under it. Squeezes it. Both runners.
It's going to be a tight play. Safe, safe, safe. Everybody is safe. 5-4 Mariners.
You know the situation. You need something in the air and deep enough, and that's exactly what he did. Good pass to the base.
Okay, Haggerty. I do believe this is his weaker of the 2 sides, but still does give me the advantage, and we only have 1 out.
To the right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Runner from third comes across, and it's 6-4.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage.
How does this pitcher have a 0.0 ERA? We came in and we're just lighting him up.
Teoscar Hernandez up next for the Mariners.
It'd be all the more heartbreaking when we lose.
This one popped up. And the infield fly.
I'm up 2. It's fine. Everything's fine. Hernandez's at-bats have been 50-50, like good because they're driving in a run, or just
So
awful because they're 1-pitch flyouts.
And next will be the cleanup hitter.
Oh.
France. 1 for 3. On a line. No
Damn it.
For the out. And the inning is
Okay.
over.
All right, that's a big inning right there.
Score. 7-8-9 due up in the home half of the inning. It's the Mariners 6 and the Guardians 4.
All right.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Put in the
Isaiah
game.
Campbell gets handed the rock out of
6,
the
7,
pen.
8,
This is his
9.
third time out this year.
Your attention, please.
Ooh, he has an 8.10 ERA. Gross.
Number 49, Isaiah Campbell.
It's a little change up. Oh. That early, like... Okay, oops. That was not the pitch I wanted to do, but alright. Curveball, pretty good. Pretty good curveball right there. Okay, let's try this. There we go. Okay, I like this. He has a little bit of a... Jeez Louise. I like the double fastball. 2-seam or a cutter with a 4-seam. 3.
The wide to kick the pitch. Out to short. Whips it to first on the run.
France is a good defender. Okay, all right. That was a tight play. That was a tight play regardless. It's in that, like,
digs in for the Guardians.
We're rolling the dice. I don't want to roll the dice, please. Please stop making me roll the dice.
Campbell, in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. 0-1 down. This to third. Suarez throw to first in time.
So we do him, maybe Flexen next inning. 8 and 9.
The next to hit.
Kind of our power duo.
Some of the greatest players in the history of the game were born in Venezuela, including one that finished with 500+ home runs, 3,000+ hits, and a triple crown.
Tapped out in front of the plate.
That one was. That one's on me. When it moves a little bit, that's what throws me off. And there was no margin for error there. It wasn't like. It wasn't like the one with Crawford where it hit the yellow zone and it's like, well, we'll see. This one was just good or bad.
Laced into left. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. Naylor around third. And that's
this is it. Got him. Got him. End the inning. Let's go. Terrible base running. Let's fucking go. Get that shit out of here, Cleveland. Thank you. Thank you for bailing me out of that. It was terrible.
Great way to end the inning.
I'm really surprised he ran on that. That was a great relay on my part. Getting the timing down with the fielders is great. The infielders need some work.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their guys a chance to fight back into the game.
They should have actually been fighting back into the game. I was actually very worried about Campbell going up again, but they bailed me out. So 4-seam, I think tops at maybe 98. That MLB logo is making it hard to read the gray. Slider at 90, or splitter at 90, slider at a different speed.
In the air, left field.
Drop.
Snags it on the run. One away.
Really? He fucking got that? Are you serious? Stephen Kwan, you pain in the ass? Are you serious? Oh, he was like just barely got there. I thought it was a one hop into his glove.
Pollock.
Slider's at 89, by the way. Splitter is 86 to 90.
First offering misses the mark. This to third.
Oh. Good timing, just in on the hands a little bit. Boy, Pollock was a real good, had a like super solid average, and he is 0 for 4 today.
Fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Now at the plate, Eugenio Suarez. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
let's do Castilla. We'll warm him up. I feel like I haven't used him. I've warmed him up a couple of times. I haven't used him lately. Oh,
Next pitch is popped up.
Okay. All right.
And that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Mariners 6 and the Guardians 4. New pitcher now, Chris Flexen.
Oh,
These are
God.
the spots relievers
These guys
really
both
make
have
a name for
bad
themselves.
ERAs.
Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Okay, 5-pitch pitcher. I mean, that's a strike, but okay. All right. Oh, that's a cutter. Okay. Do I try to backdoor some cutters here? We're in a pretty okay spot, I think. Oh, I forgot what I was doing there for a second.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 7th.
Speaking of Stephen Kwan, big pain in my behind with his cool catches out in left field.
Ball one there.
Oh, I mean,
These
come on.
Guardians, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
And there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Juan is 3 for 3 today.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything.
I went for that
Really
backdoor
good balance,
cutter, and it did
nice
not
extension,
work. Okay,
and
here
a
we
man
go.
out front for the line drive knock.
Double play ball to second. There's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That's fine. That's fine. Double play still in effect, so we're okay. We're okay.
The designated hitter.
Josh Bell digs in for the Guardians. That one's in there. Strike one.
That was pretty gross.
Ramirez leads off first with one away. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of a double play here.
Next pitch just misses.
I wanted that.
1-2 to count.
What do I trust here?
The punch out
He
there.
went. Let's go.
And he's down on strikes for the second time.
Not the
today.
most thrilled with the
Breaking ball just
strikeout there. Would have loved to see a double play and just get myself the heck out of this situation.
Once you get it going, it
It's
can
all
be
right.
so tough to stop the momentum with that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Naylor. The next to hit takes ball one.
It just missed.
The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and
Oops.
now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
That was a bad pitch. I was looking
Next
for the
one
cut
misses.
fastball,
3
and it was
1.
not that button.
The tying run at the plate. On the ground right
Let's
side.
go, Wong.
Wong to first.
Here we go.
And the inning
Okay.
is over.
All right.
Guardians lead 1. They trail it here 6-4.
That error really came back to bite the Guardians. Okay, so now we get
Back here in Cleveland, ready to begin
Seawald
the 8th,
going.
and stepping in for the Mariners.
Then we get Munoz
J.P.
going.
Crawford. Stephan back to work. That
And we
one
didn't have to deal with the
finds
rain
zone.
delay. It looks like it's all but gone at this point.
This is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Oh, early on that one. Let's get Paul Sewald warmed up. Paul Sewald scheduled to go in the game.
The 0-2. Inside, just missed.
He never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Righty delivers. Tapped up the
Early
first
on
base
that one
side.
again.
He steps on the bag.
There's a
Leadoff
10-mile-an-hour
is out here
difference
in the
between the
eighth.
fastball and the splitter.
Tom
And
Murphy
you could
up
see it
next for the
there.
Mariners.
Splitter at 88. The previous four-seam was at 98.
And first offering is fouled
And
off.
late on that one. That's actually, I had that right where I wanted it, and I just missed it.
One down, base is empty. On the ground to third, and that one finds its
That's a
way
single.
through.
That's a single.
So
It's
the
a single.
one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Okay, Rodriguez is back up. A little
Now
early on
here
that
is
slider.
Julio Rodriguez. Comebacker to the mound. He flips it to
that
second
was-
in time. On a nailer. They get two. One
That
in
was
the
inside.
inning, but nothing more than that. Last half of the eighth coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Guardians 4.
That's... Ugh. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Giving myself good opportunities to try and
Paul Sewald
extend the
on
lead
pitch
here.
He comes in with a chance for his second save of the season.
It's not going to be Sewald for the save. It's going to be Munoz for the save. Sewald got the save and got me an achievement in one of the previous games. Maybe even against Cleveland. He is a 3-pitch pitcher, which is a bit of a difference coming from the 5-tool pitcher, Chris Flexen. Typically a starter. All right.
On to the bottom of the eighth, and now the right fielder, Oscar Gonzalez.
Some of these are relievers, and with
Yeah, ball one to the right fielder.
like Sewald, Munoz, and
Hammer, base hit.
Castillo. I typically feel pretty good with those guys. They were who I used heavily in last season's run, so I don't need them. I don't need as much warm-up with them as I do with some of the other guys. Maybe could have used a little more with him.
And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Rosario,
Man,
the next
come
hit
on,
takes
dude.
outside.
Gross.
The next offering misses, and now 2-0. And a pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Makes the catch. And there's one away.
Maybe could have let that drop. No. Don't get cute. Don't get no. Take the outs that you are given.
Batter now, George Valera.
Stop.
Corner infielders guarding the
Do I drop
lines,
that and try and
trying
turn
to
it double?
prevent extra bases.
A little surprised that wasn't the
There
infield
for
fly
strike
rule.
one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
On the ground, into the outfield, base hit. Quick throw back
Missed
in.
everybody?
Lead runner holds it second with one
Oof.
gone.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just one of those seeing eye base
Now
hits
batting,
through the infield.
catcher.
He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Pollock has this one sized up, and there are two down.
Now batting.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Andres Jimenez, a guy who makes an impact not just at the plate but also in the field. First pitch, and he just misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
Didn't matter. That was a strike
Able to
regardless.
slow down the game
Don't you
tonight
dare
with
think
his
about calling that a ball,
at-bats,
sir.
and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
Smoked on the ground a second, and it's through for a hit. Here's the throw. Save. He scores, and it's a one-run game.
Such great concentration. everybody on
damn
their
it.
feet, knowing that you
They
can
like
come
they just
through
knock
with
it
a
through
good
like that?
swing.
Are you fucking
And there he
serious?
doesn't try to do too much.
Oh, he was right there. Was that a late dive on my part? I bring in Castillo. Oh, God. That's a late dive on my part. I think if I hit that right stick just a little bit earlier, I have a shot at getting that ball.
Pitch misses there. Ball one.
And we have Stephen Kwan, unfortunately,
They say it went.
which means it's not good news for me.
The 1-1. And now 1-2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the eighth. He's looking rock solid so far.
Now here's a flare off the bat. Dunks one in, base hit. In comes the run from second. It's 6-6.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Good bat ball hitting.
That sucks, dude.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Diego Castillo. He's making
What
his
the
4th
fuck?
appearance of the season.
What the absolute fuck?
Number 63. Diego.
I mean, this is what the MLB wants. They want to ban the shifts for more hits like this. Jesus Christ.
Ramirez in the box now, takes strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next pitch misses outside. And the count even.
I'm really
1-1.
anxious. I'm also very irritated about that. I mean, it's
That's in
two
for a
pitches
strike.
that are just out of the reach.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Just misses there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Now this is in the air down the line. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run's in. Now the second run is in. It's 8-6.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine.
Oh, I didn't put my camera
Another
back on.
clutch run scoring it back.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Now it's going to be Josh Bell.
Come on.
Just misses.
Fuck.
Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Righty to the plate. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag.
They scored
and that'll do it.
4.
4 runs
Woo.
in the inning, and they've jumped in front. Through 8 full. Guardians 8 and the Mariners 6.
I'm really bummed that I have to see Cleveland so many times in the first week. I was complimenting the schedule that I don't have to see all these teams a bunch, and I have to see Cleveland 7 times in the first 10 games.
Turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
It was the duo of
now the
Stephen
DH
Kwan
spot,
and
Sam Haggerty. He's
Ramirez.
someone that you might not describe as having elite level
Cutter at
speed,
102,
but he can absolutely
slider at
move,
94,
and it is a
fastball at
factor in his
101.
game. The pitch on the ground to
He was
short.
4 for 4 before that pitch.
Rosario tosses the first. Now one gone in the ninth. And now for Seattle, Teoscar Hernandez. In the air, right field. Gonzalez trying to get there.
Late
And
on
makes
that
the
cutter.
grab. Out number 2.
A little under it. I thought I was
So
higher
now
with
it's the
that
Mariner
PCI.
cleanup hitter, Ty France. There's a strike. And it's 1-1. Chris Emmanuel Clase has turned into one of the best closers in baseball, and he's got a nasty cutter. Originally signed by the Padres in 2017.
Oh, I got
San
him.
Diego traded him to Texas eventually.
Oh, that's a tough loss. That's a tough loss. We carried that into the bottom of the 8th with a 2-run lead. Missed some opportunities to push more runs across to give ourselves more of a cushion to work with. I thought bringing in Castillo was a good call, but
nice W all the way around.
Final score of 8-6 in this one for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB.
They got a lot of bloop shots. Really picked on Colton Wong and J.P. Crawford. Obviously, the 3-run home run wasn't great. I struggled with command with Gilbert throughout most of this. We got really lucky there that they sent Naylor. It's just like off the end of the bat. Not a good bottom half of the, or not a good top of the 9th inning. I think that's pretty easy to say. Just a little way too aggressive, kind of deflated. I needed to give myself an opportunity to kind of relax and try and figure it out. Didn't do that, but 13 hits to 14 hits, a couple of errors on the Mariners, one error for Cleveland that led to the big 4-run inning for us. We were able to hold everybody scoreless through basically the bottom half to the top half of the 8th, and then unfortunately we gave up 4. Paul Sewald, he gets the loss. He pitched .2 innings, 4 hits, and he gets charged with 4 earned runs. Emmanuel Clase gets save number 3. Trevor Stephen, he gets the win. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no strikeouts, no walks, no earned. Ramirez, your player of the game, 3 for 5 with a 3-run home run, a double with 5 ribbies total. He scored a run. Stephen Kwan was 4 for 4 with a double, a ribby. He scored 3 times. Jimenez was 3 for 5 with a double. He knocked in a run. He scored twice. Just kind of a disaster. I mean, Suarez was great. Actually, Suarez was not the person I was thinking of. Hernandez. He had a couple of ribbies. Tom Murphy was 3 for 4 with a double and a run. Haggerty was 4 for 5. Julio Rodriguez, I got to get dialed in with him. Suarez was 2 for 4 with a double, a ribby, and a run. So Mariners, we are now on a 2-game losing streak. This had some positive aspects of it, right? Struggled with command with Gilbert throughout most of that game. Really just did not perform well with him. But battled back. Teoscar Hernandez coming through with a couple of sac flies, getting some runs in from third. Good stuff. Had the big 4-run inning. We were able to take the lead. We were able to settle down defensively, take the lead, and kind of hold on to it for a little bit. I thought we were going to dodge a bullet there, and we were on a real razor's edge. Because if we could have just gotten the 6 clean outs, we didn't have to face Kwan and Ramirez, who had given me so much trouble throughout the game. Instead, we would have ended right before they would have come up. But as soon as they got a hit, then it starts to kind of unravel a little bit. I do think it's good management to bring in another pitcher. I maybe brought him in a batter too late. I think a lot of that too was 2-out damage as well. Just a couple of plays. I probably should have had the one with Colton Wong. Excuse me, Colton Wong. Should have probably had that. I dove a little bit too late on it. Then there was another one that he was just out of his outstretched arms, and it's like those are the frustrating ones. But hey, good game. Battled back. Sewald looks awful. He has a 7.71 ERA. I'll probably still use him, but I'm going to probably have to be a little bit more careful with it. I might also have to go in and try and see if I can get some deals or work some trades or something to pad this rotation out, because it's rocky in the front end because I'm not super confident with any of those guys at the moment, and it makes it puts a lot of pressure on the backside for me to need to shore up. All right. We will go ahead and advance the day. It's still doing that annoying thing where it calculates the games before they're done. Which is annoying. We have a half game lead over the Angels. We're 5-3. The Astros, are 4-4. Athletics and Rangers are both 3-4. As for the calendar, right behind me, you can see game number 2 against Cleveland coming up tomorrow, and then Easter Sunday will end our series and hopefully the season series with the Cleveland Guardians. Robbie Ray is on the mound tomorrow, 1-0 with 5 innings pitched, 1.80 ERA. Zach Plesac, he is 0-1. He pitched 6 innings, struck out 5, and has an ERA of 3. I don't know if we saw him, but there you go. There's your pitching matchup. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos, new baseball every single day at 6 p.m. Pacific time. If the Mariners are playing, it is happening on the channel, and then regular content up on the channel 6 a.m. So every 12 hours, you're getting videos from me. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow for Game 2 against Cleveland as we look to bounce back from our pretty heartbreaking but not unsurprising loss in Game 1. Goodbye, good sports, and go Mariners.